Welcome to Business Bytes. I'm Mashudu Masuta. The JSE closed up 0.85% on 28,959 points. We spoke to Sid Vianello from Ned Group looking at Walmart's offer to Massmart.
It certainly did come as a surprise, and quite frankly, you know, in the last 2 weeks, many of the senior executives, including the chief executive officer and some of his executive directors, were cashing in, as they were allowed to do, their options and selling the shares on the market. And this in the last 2 weeks. So I think this, quite frankly, I think obviously at a price a lot lower than 148 Rand. So I must be honest, I think this came as a big surprise to them as well.
Today, the NSE closed down by 1.24% on 22,407 points. We spoke to Tunji Odesanya of Vertibra Capital, giving us an update on today's trade.
We are aware of inflation, which has become a major concern, and of course the CBN has actually started trying as much as possible to be ahead of the game, you know, before probably see things actually happening. We've seen interest rates actually on the way up, and of course, obviously, I think if inflation is on the rise, cost of funding is on the rise, then I think the only other thing is that you probably see earnings of the banks actually decline, knowing fully well that most of them might not be able to actually pass across most of those costs to the end consumer at the end of the day. I think that's one leg. Then the other leg is the CBN's policy that most banks should actually bring down their cost of funding as much as possible.
The Nairobi Stock Exchange's main 20 share index ended the day up by 0.18% to close at 4,589 points. We spoke to Isaac Njunguna from Zimele Asset Management looking at market sentiment.
Really just a lot of bullishness about the performance, performance of listed companies, moving of course into the final quarter of the year, and of course with a few companies expected to announce their results. So I think it's just there's an all-round air of optimism about the future direction.
For more news and videos, go to abndigital.com.